E3 here, doing my best to follow my unique vibration and the 11 foundational principles. So the 11 foundational principles are psychological and energetic tools that Spirit gave me many years ago, but it took me a long time and I'm still working on fully integrating and mastering all of them. And I think that's why Spirit gave me these 11 foundational principles, because I've been living many years mastering the opposite of the 11 foundational principles. So I'm going to go through each one of them. The important thing is, even right now, staying connected to your breath, to your body, to your living mind, to your unique vibration, your unique flow state, and your unique life purpose. Because even the most beautiful art, even the wisest energy and words, even the most advanced practices can be food for the passive machine mind. So if possible, try to stay connected to your unique vibration, even if you're watching this or other YouTube videos. So I might have to close my eyes because looking at the screen too long aggravates the pre-seizure auras, and my brain needs more healing before I could keep my eyes open for a long time and look at screens. So the first foundational principle is your unique vibration. It's the energy you feel when you're in your unique flow state, when you're living your unique life purpose, when you're experiencing something that you love, when you're in your truth. That's your unique vibration. Foundational principle number 2, your unique flow state. When you feel your unique vibration for consecutive moments, which, how long is that? I mean, how long is a moment? I'm pretty sure a moment is shorter than 1 second. It's probably shorter than 1/4 of a second, maybe even less than 1/8. But however long it is, when you feel your unique vibration for consecutive moments, you're in your unique flow state. And when you're in your unique flow state or your unique vibration, well, I should say and, or and, because automatically when you're in your unique vibration, you're living your unique life purpose. When you're living your unique life purpose, you're in your unique flow state and you're activating your unique vibration. And your unique vibration is connected to God, aka the unique vibration, which is alive in every moment. Foundational principle number 4. So 1 is your unique vibration, 2, your unique flow state, 3, your unique life purpose. Foundational principle number 4, awareness of the passive machine mind, the active machine mind, and the living mind. Not just awareness of, but filling up the consciousness with one of the 3 minds. Passive machine mind is the automatic, reactionary, often fear-based, well, it's always fear-based mind, filled with thoughts, words, images, sounds that disconnect you from your unique vibration. This could be coming from the outside, or it could be stored energy from the inside that wasn't integrated and healed, which comes to the surface in your consciousness when there's a trigger. So that's foundational principle number 4, awareness of and intelligently using the passive machine mind, the active machine mind. And the active machine mind is when you deliberately put a thought, feeling, a sound, or an energy into your consciousness. Now, the active machine mind can turn into the passive machine mind if your presence is not there. For example, if you know any mantras, you could repeat the mantra and then kind of zone out and not be present, and then it turns into the passive machine mind. You could do a mantra and be present, and then eventually that mantra fills up the space, so there's no space for that passive machine mind, and then the living mind moves through you. The living mind is not just the mind, it's also the living body and the living energy inside of you. Another name for that is intuition, the higher mind. I call it the living mind. So that's foundational principle number 4. Awareness of and consciously using the passive machine mind, the active machine mind, and the living mind. You might say, well, how am I going to use the passive machine mind? The way to use the passive machine mind, because isn't that an unconscious state of being? So how could you use it? Well, the way you use it is you can transmute that energy. It's kind of like looking at fear or looking at anxiety. You could use that energy and direct it in whatever way that's most useful to you. So that's foundational principle number 4. Awareness of and using the passive machine mind, the active machine mind, and the living mind. And all of these are, I'm trying to snap with this hand, every moment, every moment, every moment, every moment, every moment could be filled, is filled with one or more of these minds. And then the next moment's new. It only seems like things stay the same because each moment is being filled with the same thing. So it seems like there's a continuum. But in reality, each moment, which is probably shorter than an eighth of a second, is new. But if we have the stored energies of the passive machine mind in our brain, in our body, in our consciousness, then that energy is going to keep on reappearing until it's integrated or released, or whatever you want to do with that energy. Foundational principle number 5, starting now, success now, feeling one's unique vibration now, connecting with the result now that your heart desires, forgiveness of the past, consciously putting the energies you want in this moment into this moment. All of this is part of foundational principle number 5, starting now, success now, feeling one's unique vibration now, deliberately putting energies into this moment that you want to experience in your life now. Foundational principle number 6, the My Truths Declaration. This has many aspects. The My Truths Declaration has to do with the past, present, and future, and beyond. But it has to do with the past, looking at what worked for me, what didn't work for me, as it relates to my unique vibration, my unique flow state, and my unique life purpose. Looking at the present, what am I experiencing right now? And this is for all areas of one's life. What am I experiencing right now? And the future, looking at what do I want to create? Not just what do I want to create, but what is my destiny? These are all part of the My Truths Declaration. And then there's also the aspect of looking at what truths have been there my whole life since I was a child. Regardless of any external changes, what inner truths have always been there. This could be with anything. Dreams you've had, foods that have or have not worked for you, passions you've had. These are all part of the My Truths Declaration. These are your truths. Foundational principle number 7, what do I have control over now? Asking oneself that. And only allowing in energies that support your unique vibration to the best of your ability when you have the ability to do so. Now, if you don't have the ability to control what energies come into your consciousness, then from that state, choosing what energies you want to put into your consciousness. Foundational principle number 8, awareness of what activates your unique holy tri-state, which is your unique vibration, your unique flow state, and your unique life purpose. And awareness of what blocks your unique holy tri-state. Foundational principle number 9, focus jumping. Focus jumping is something that we all do all the time. If it's done consciously, then it awakens your unique holy tri-state. If it's done unconsciously, then the passive machine mind fills up the consciousness. Now, you can get into a state of being where There are different aspects to focus jumping, but you can move into your unique flow state and feel your unique vibration. See, basically, the focus jumping can come from the passive machine mind, the active machine mind, or the living mind. If the focus jumping comes from the passive machine mind, then that's unconscious and automatic. If the focus jumping comes from the active machine mind, that's when you deliberately focus on one thing and then another and then another, or maybe you'll keep your focus on the same thing, but each moment is new. So it is truly focus jumping, even if you're focusing on the same thing again and again and again. Each moment you're choosing, I'm going to focus on this. Now here's a new moment. I'm going to focus on that, and then a new moment, etc. So focus jumping on the living mind is when the intuition is awake and you can see things that you can't see just looking through the physical eyes. Foundational principle number 10, the 5 energies. These 5 energies are available to every single human being, unless there's something like a medical condition, or there's some reason that they can't access one or more of these energies, but most people can. The 5 energies are the body, and these 5 energies fill up the consciousness, one or more of these energies. If we do it deliberately, it awakens our unique holy tri-state. If these energies are filling up our consciousness unconsciously, habitually, in a negative way, then the passive machine mind is filling up our consciousness. The 5 energies are the body, the breath, one or more, or one of the minds, the passive machine mind, the active machine mind, and the living mind. The breath, the body, the breath, one of the 3 minds. The 4th energy of the stillness, or the receptivity, or the letting go energy. And the 5th energy of the mystery. So one or more of these 5 energies are always filling up our consciousness. If they're filling up our consciousness deliberately, we're connected to our unique vibration. If these energies are filling up our consciousness unconsciously, then the passive machine mind is filling up our consciousness and we're disconnected from our unique vibration. And foundational principle number 11 is the 5 minutes of surrender. Now, this could be 5 minutes, could be 5 seconds, could be 20 minutes. Usually it's not that long, but however long it takes you to activate your unique flow state and your unique vibration. And that's up to each person to figure out what that is. And that might change for you moment to moment, day to day. But it's a great skill, a skill that I think every child should know. They know it inherently, but then we train it out of them. So we'll have to train it back into them so that they have the awareness of what activates their unique flow state. Like, I'll show you something that I've been doing that's helping me activate my unique flow state and my unique vibration, my unique life purpose. It's using the active machine mind in the form of an affirmation. I'm embodied, I'm empowered, I am ecstatic. Doing it sincerely without expectation of result. And then letting go, and then seeing if the living mind and happiness and my unique vibration and smiles are awakened. If they are, awesome. If they're not, awesome. So those are the 11 foundational principles. There's hours and hours and days and lifetimes that can be spoken on them. But but this is the first video that I'm creating about them. Okay, so the practice that I'm doing, the shaman and teacher I've been studying with gave me the name E3 in a private ceremony when I requested a new name. And then eventually I had the insight, why don't I use this as an affirmation internally? And then eventually I thought, why don't I just make YouTube videos once a day if I can, doing the E3 affirmation and see where it leads. And then just let go and move forward. And may this prayer go out to every being in all realms, that we all may feel embodied, empowered, and ecstatic, just as we are. So I'm in the hospital now, after 2 head surgeries on September 10th and September 11th. Pretty extreme pain. The painkillers aren't even working anymore. And the one that helped just slightly, what's it called? Norco. It's kind of like Percocet, but a little bit different. That helped slightly for a few seconds. Then the pain came back, and it was even worse. And psychologically, it feels terrible, and it feels toxic in the body. So I didn't take it at all today. I'm just being present with the pain in my head and using the 11 foundational principles to heal the pain and let it release. So lots of pain, and talking hurts the head and hearing loud sounds, so I'm going to make this quick. May this prayer go out to all living beings in all realms. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. Just as I am. And may you be as well. E3 here, wishing you well. See how you can practice and use the 11 foundational principles to activate your unique vibration, your unique flow state, and your unique life purpose.